Hi, Duane Cofield, the motivating marketer, back again with some more business tips, motivation, and of course, a book suggestion for you guys. So today what we're going to talk about is something that I heard this morning on a sports talk show. I listen to sports radio in the morning as opposed to news, whoever the guy is running the country, so we don't really pay too much attention to the news. But the guy said something so important to me today, I just thought I'd share it with you guys. He said, no matter what the situation is, reps make you better. And they were talking about a quarterback and someone actually taking snaps and things like that. And what they mean by reps is repetitions, repeating something in its truest sense. And, you know, I really thought about that. And I was like, man, that's pretty profound. Seems really basic, but it was actually a really interesting concept. And it's something that Malcolm Gladwell talks about too with the 10,000 hours and things like that. People, businesses, folks, children, you have to practice, period. You have to put in the repetition. You have to repeat something over and over again. Why is it important? You make your mistakes when you're doing repetition. So if you're in the gym, you can work on your technique. Of course, when you first get started, you're not able to do things that well. Next goes for writing, it goes for blogging, it goes for doing videos. Of course, these videos are something that I'll probably look back at later in life and say, this is horrendous. How could I actually put out a product like this? But these are repetitions. So the numbers that you actually see on your videos and your blog posts aren't actually numbers. Those are how many reps you have in the game. And a lot of the guys that I'm competing with have 300 episodes, 1,000 episodes that have mad videos. But there was one inspiring fact that I found out. One of the largest or most popular YouTubers, it took him, I think, almost 100 videos to actually get 75 subscribers or something like that, something crazy. But it was insane, but it was inspiring at the same time, meaning that you have to go out there and constantly do things over and over and over and over again in order to see a result. So doing these videos, I started a podcast about 2 weeks ago. Hopefully you guys have subscribed and left a review on iTunes. If not, please go over to themotivatingmarketer.com. Look on the right side and you'll see where we're listed for all our podcasts. But that's a repetition thing. I'm on my 5th episode, so I've done 5 so far. Have I gotten better? Well, I've gotten better in producing them because I produce them now too. I use Audacity. Got a lot better with the sound and, you know, saying where I am and live from LA and different things that you'll learn. And one of the comforts that you get when you listen to other podcasters is they usually talk about their nightmare experiences of when they first got started. So it's important that you have your own nightmare story. So the main thing what I'm trying to hit home is start something and do a lot of repetition. Repeat it over and over again. If it's running, I do over, like every time I run now, I do like 2 or 3 miles per run. And I'm getting a lot better. I'm able to run a lot faster. Now I'm working on my time to get a lot faster. And it's repetition, constantly getting better and better and better. And that goes in business too, repeating the same thing. Customer service. You're not going to be excellent when you first start answering the phone. Of course not. You're going to suck. You're going to be terrible until you do it over and over again. Now I'm just really comfortable on the phone because I've had so much practice, so many rejections when I worked in selling radio and other products that now I can just get on the phone, naturally calm, no nervousness, understanding what they want, understanding how this conversation is going. Why? Because I've had repetitions, also known as experience. So I dare you guys to get out there, get your reps up in whatever it is you're practicing. If it's yoga, if it's blogging, if it's on this camera, if it's in video, whatever the case may be, get your repetitions up. Repeat something, practice, do it over and over and over again until you get good. And the motivation piece that I want to talk about is having the discipline to just go out there and freaking do it. And what I mean by that is the discipline to actually still do whatever it is. I've been exploring with morning rituals over the last month or so, which I've always done my entire life and for the most part my entire career, but I've taken them a lot serious, becoming more a little bit on purpose with them. I do reps in the morning, whether it be exercise, just some small deep squats. I also do a lot more journaling in the morning, more in depth, more thinking, more intent. So I set my intent for the day, and I also implemented some of the cold showers. So I start my day with a cold shower. I have a certain drink, and one of the things I'm finding out is most of the really successful people have morning rituals. So I encourage you guys to get some morning rituals. I just buried my grandfather this weekend. He was an amazing guy, lived a long time. He was almost 89 years old. But when I was speaking at the funeral, what I talked about was the fact that he had a morning routine. One of his morning routine, his first thing he did was an act of kindness for my grandmother. So if you guys can try to do that, get a morning routine and try to do an act of kindness, man. He set the stage for us, and how to work and how to actually wake up in the morning and do something productive and important, and also be kind. So, get the discipline to just go out there and do it, whether it be hiking. If you're going to hike every Monday, go out there and do it. Have the discipline to stick with it. At least stick with it for a little bit over a month to see if this is something you really want to do and if you can make it a habit. So, moving on to our book suggestion. You guys know, man, I've been a Tim Ferriss fan. Man, this guy is crazy, because the reason why, crazy in a positive way, but crazy in the sense that he adds so much to what he's already given you. So he's like the gift that keeps giving, man. And I told you guys before, but again, still on Tribe of Mentors, man. There's a guy in here, Tim Urban, who talked about the Masters of Procrastination on the TED Talk. There's a African-American 2-time chess grandmaster in here. There's all kind of just practical advice, tools, books. It just won't stop giving. It really won't, man. So the more you read stuff like this, the more your life will expand, because it takes you into different areas that once you get to those areas, they take you to another door. So get out there, man. You guys get your repetition up. Make sure you listen to the podcast. If you guys haven't listened to the podcast, we just talked about education. Just got released this morning, so make sure you guys check out Drug Dealers to Businessmen Podcast. It's a baby of mine. I'm all for the criticism, but get out there, try something. I'm on my 5th repetition of that, and I got probably close to 50 videos out there. That's only 50 reps of that. So I'm a puny dude in the grand gym of videos and in social media, but I'm still in here and I'm still getting my repetition in. And how the discipline to show up, how the discipline to actually make it to the gym of life and get your repetition in. And don't forget, if you don't have a mentor, you can get a book on a whole bunch of them, man. Right here, Timothy Ferriss, man. This is heat, man. So if you guys haven't checked this book out, or his other book, because I keep them close, these two. If you want to buy something for your husband, your girlfriend, you want to get something amazing, get them these two right here, man. Tools of Titans and Tribe of Mentors. Some of them have the same people in them, but they are amazing, man. But the Motivating Marketer signing off, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this time, man. Get your repetition up. Make sure you check out the podcast. And if you haven't logged on to the blog, do that. Subscribe. We'll be doing more and more things in 2018, so stay tuned, man. Thank you.